Hello. Hi, everybody. Hey, hey. It's me, Heather, and I am very happy to be here to stream some more of the Marionette Boss. Woo! I hope you can all hear me, see me, all the rest of those good things. We're gonna be cracking on with this. So I've kind of been working on her a bit behind the scenes, or at least on my other streams for the past few weeks. And we're getting somewhere, which is good. I'm not entirely sure where we're getting, but we're getting somewhere. Hey, oh, hey, Sparky Face. Hi, how tall are you? That's a weird thing to ask. Average height? I guess? I don't know. Like normal height? What a strange thing to ask. So yeah, hi, I'm Heather and I'm doing this thing. We've been working on this for the past few weeks. If you want to catch up on the previous stuff, go and have a look over on either the Firestorm Studio Twitch or YouTube. There's loads of the videos up there, as well as on this channel as well. So some of my stuff is there in the past. Have a look for those. And yeah, I am still plugging away at this poor character. She's beautiful. The concept is by Catherine Bartlett, an incredible concept artist. You should all go check her out. And I'm not gonna lie, it's giving me more grief than I was expecting. I tend to pick concepts that are, yeah, punching above my kind of level, and I've done it again, so it's fine. I'm working on it. I'm gonna figure out how to do all these things that I'm not quite sure about just yet. I think I'm also just super nervous being live on stream and being able to screw up in front of everyone on a live stream, so that's going great. But yeah, feel free to ask questions, chat with me, do whatever. You do you, guys. You do you. I love chatting to everyone. Today I'm gonna be, I don't actually know what I'm gonna be doing today. I haven't really planned this far. I think I'm gonna be kind of messing with the folds a bit more and working on that. I haven't looked at this character for a few days now, so it's always good to like leave it alone and then come back to it, because you can immediately start seeing things that are like good and that you're happy with, and then also the things that are bad and you're not happy with. So there's plenty that I'm not happy with, but we're gonna start fixing some of those things. One of the things that I know I'm not happy with is that I've kind of left all the meshes really thin, which for me is challenging to work with. I know other people are really good at working with thin meshes, but I don't know. I always end up with thick meshes. You're crushing it, don't be nervous. Oh, I love you. You're my favorite now. Oh, Mr. Manic is here. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming to hang out. Hi, guys. It's so sweet seeing people that come and like support me on all the different streams. It makes me so happy. I tell my mom about you guys. It's so weird. It's come a long way. It's doing something. Like, it's taking a long time, but I only get to work on it while I'm streaming, so there's that. It's one of the reasons that I do streaming, is so that I get to work on something that I actually want to work on. It like forces me to do portfolio pieces and whatnot, which is nice. Otherwise, it's all just commission-based stuff that I get to work on, which is also nice, because getting paid is nice too. So yeah, happy October, everyone. It is the 1st of October. It is officially Halloween month, which is why we have a spooky playlist going on in the background. Let me know if the music is too loud, too soft, if I'm too loud, too soft, and I can adjust things for you. But yeah, let's sculpt something. Let's make something. Let's see how far I can get with this today. Hopefully it works out. Also, I just realized that I forgot to hit record, so I'm gonna do that. Way, we're hitting record. Look at us go. I'm such a professional at this, it's unbelievable. Alrighty, no pressure. Let's do this. So yeah, we're gonna look at some of the folds. I started messing around with them on a previous stream. One of the challenges that I'm facing with this is she's not a front-on concept. It's very side-on, so it's trying to match things from the front, but from the side, as one does. Hey, Cat Pumpkin is a brilliant name. That is such a good name. I love that. That is perfect. Also, there's a cat in the room at the moment, so fully expect that my little cat is going to come and say hi to you all at some point. She can't help herself. The moment I start talking to stream, she decides that she wants to be on TV too. It's great. Hey, Carmen's here. Hey, Carmen. Yay. Carmen did a really good talk last week. She did a talk with CG Spectrum and she saved my ass, which was amazing. And I'm very grateful to her. So yeah, thanks, Carmen. Carmen's incredible. So for today's challenge, that's not really a challenge. I want to see more people sharing their work. So if you want to share your work, if you want to get some more followers, this is a really good platform for it. Feel free to drop your link, your portfolio into the comments. I think you guys can post links. I'm not sure. But see if you can post one of your links in there. And then, yeah, everyone go follow everyone else. It's always nice to get new followers. It's always good. And I'm more than happy to share this space so that everyone else can promote themselves as well. I encourage it. Do the thing, guys. Networking is fun. Networking is your friend. So yeah, we're folding. We folds. Fun thing about folds is that it always ends up getting thinner and thinner and thinner. You made incredible progress. She's looking so good. Oh, thanks, Carmen. You're so sweet. You're so lovely. I feel like I'm going really slowly with this. I see other people sculpting and they're so quick and they just like, I don't know how they do it. They just plow through things. Actually, wait, hold on. We're going to switch that. Let's just do that. I was a fool and I made this in one piece. I regret that decision. So my other problem has been resolved. I had the problem of I wasn't sure if I was going to sculpt her in pose or not. And it's kind of been answered for me because my incredible colleague and friend Efren has offered to do the rigging for the character. So I can't turn that down. Free rigging is free rigging, man. Oh, I had a wonderful time in the CGS talk. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's good. You're welcome. Anyone that like wants to do the work for me is welcome to do it. I'll just sit there and be like, and let you do the talking. It's brilliant. I think my lengths on this are not great. Like, I think this needs to be a lot shorter. I don't know. She's got like a weird, I think part of the problem is because she's got a weird bend in her body. It's kind of throwing me off on some of these things. But we will persevere. We will persevere and succeed. Possibly. I haven't added folds in the back of it, which is very lazy of me. I probably should have. I think I'm going to save myself some headaches. And just thicken this out to start with because it's going to be foolish. It's going to be a pain in the ass to work with otherwise. So we're just going to thicken it out. I prefer working on like a slightly thicker mesh. It's just less likely to collapse on me while I butcher it, while I destroy the poor mesh. What am I doing? Oh yeah, creasing things. This is going to be fun to fix. Magic. But yeah, feel free to ask questions. If you want to know what I'm doing, if you think I know what I'm doing, feel free to ask. I probably don't know what I'm doing and I'm probably making it up as I go along. But ask anyway. You never know. Maybe there's a surprise move where I actually understand what I'm doing. That wasn't at all what I wanted to do. Has everyone had a chance to play with the new updates on ZBrush? Is everyone loving them? Thicker gives a better, cleaner mesh for retopo. Yes. Yes. If you make it too thin, the moment you try and do retopology, it'll clip straight through and it gives you a really, really bad time. I always try and like go back in and just thicken on the inside as well of theirs. If I find that it's becoming tedious, I just fix it. But yeah. So I've got to work out how to get these folds to kind of follow the same pattern that's going on here. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna get this to look right, but we're gonna do it anyway. What's everyone else working on? What are you guys doing? Don't downplay your skills like that. Ow, shush. I don't know, some days I have all the confidence in the world and I think I know what I'm doing. And then on other days I kind of just stare at things and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm making this up. Today is one of the days where I'm making things up. Which means I'm sure some of the real, like, professional guys will come and pop their heads in here and just make it really awkward for me. It would have helped if I didn't have that happening there. So you can see I didn't switch on back face masks because I'm a genius. Very good. Very good. Well done, me. That's a problem for later. So all I'm kind of doing is like working out where the folds are going to be and giving myself a kind of an idea for it. And then I'll eventually mask out the sections and pull them into place so that they sit a little bit better. That's my theory and I'm sticking with it. Hopefully my theory works. Hopefully. I'm also convinced that the moment I start streaming, I lose 50% on my understanding of ZBrush. So that's fun. You're doing Loottober? Oh, that's cool. What's Loottober? Today's world is backpack. Do you have to make, like, is it like Sculptober? I always forget that Sculptober exists. I remember it throughout the year and then it gets to October and I forget. Maybe it's just my brain preserving myself. It's like, please just leave that alone. You've got enough things that you're trying to get done at the same time. Don't make it worse. This needs to be thicker. Oh, she's sculpting. So last night I went out. I went outside. I was very proud of myself. I went to the London Drink and Draw event and I got to finally meet Peter Ocampo, which was amazing. And he's a really, really incredible guy and a very, very talented artist. So that was really fun. It was nice to kind of go out and meet people that I only know from online in real life, which was special. You're making puff pastry in 35-degree. What are you doing? No, it's never going to work. It's going to be terrible. I remember the good old days of being a chef in South Africa, and it's all fun and games until you hit summer, and then like none of your pastry works. Everything's just a nightmare. This girl's got more skirt than I was anticipating. Let's see what we can do with this side. I love working on folds, but they do take like ages to get right. I did enjoy it. It was nice. It was really nice. It was a fun night. Dad requested milk tart for his birthday. Okay, fair. Yeah, that's fair. I also request milk tart for my birthday. Thank you. That sucks. I'm so sorry. I mean, yeah, we just buy puff pastry. Like, it's in Sainsbury's. You just buy it. It's much easier. Life becomes a lot easier with that. Oops, wrong button. Ah, symmetry. That first fold is going to be the death of me. Yeah. So what's everyone planning for Halloween? Anyone got anything fun coming up for it? I love Halloween. I am an absolute horror fan. I love it. I haven't quite decided what I want to dress up as though. My household takes Halloween very seriously. Every year we decorate the house and we put up a Halloween tree and we make a list of movies to watch and it's fun. We don't even live in an area where like trick-or-treaters come past, but we still decorate the entire house just in case. So I'm kind of going through this really slowly, and I'm sorry, I know it's not particularly exciting to watch, but it's gotta be done. It's just gotta be done. Oh, that's not gonna work. How do you cope with doing a project that you don't like to do? It depends. It depends. It tends to be the answer to everything. It depends. Am I getting paid? If I'm getting paid for it, I do it anyway. If I'm doing it for something that I have to do it for, then I just do it anyway. But if it's for myself, then I just don't do it. It's that easy. If I'm getting paid, I'll do whatever needs to be done. Michael Harris. Michael Harris? That's a fancy name if ever I saw one. Hi, Michael Harris. How you doing, love? Yeah, like, there have been times where I've been working on a project that I started for myself that I really liked and was really pleased with. And then as time progressed, I realized I hated it. But you just kind of stick with it, I guess. I just kind of keep going and plugging away at it. What I will do is try and do it like in shorter bursts so that I don't have to work on it all the time. I'll try and find something else to do at the same time as well so that I can distract myself from doing things that I don't want to do. But for the most part, just get on with it. I have an amazing ability to convince myself that I want to finish work. It's actually a really good question. So I'm busy thinking about it. Like, there have been projects that I worked on that I didn't want to do. And you just gotta force yourself to do it, I guess. My body is a machine. I turn personal projects I like into personal projects I hate. That's normal. That is standard. That is absolutely standard. There are so many cases of my work where it's like, I loved it to start with. And then the thing is that you spend a lot of time working on it and you stare at it for so long that eventually all you do is hate it. You just absolutely hate it. And you kind of just got to keep plugging away at it to finish a project. It's, yeah, even the witch that I worked on, I loved her dearly while I was working on her, but it got to the point, like midway through texturing, I hated it. Hated it. And then I still had to pose her, and I hated that too. Hated it. I think the one of my works that I hated the most is the Tokolosh, because I created it as a stylized piece, and then I also went for a realism version of it, like a semi-realistic version for an animation. So I ended up having to do the same work repeatedly, and I don't recommend doing that. It was not a good experience. You smell a remesh on the horizon? Oh, of course. Of course, there's always a remesh on the horizon. But for now, we're first gonna try and work out how to fold. How to fold. Why is fold? Layered folds are always questionable. Fun-ish. They look really cool when you get them right though, so... Hi! As a beginner, it's so good to see someone sculpt a dress like this. You mean with no idea what they're doing? Yeah. How do you plan on doing that detail at the bottom? Is it possible to create a curve brush for that and just put it on the edge? Probably. That would probably be the smarter way of doing it, yeah. What I'm most likely going to do is run an extrusion along it, and then extract a piece of mesh that follows it, move it to the bottom, and then create the same sort of folds that run along through with it. Because I'm a sucker for punishment, and I make a separate mesh for absolutely everything. So if you look like over here, on the top, she's already got, this is the piece that I've already kind of created for that purpose, which eventually will turn into those ruffles over there. Eventually. Breaks do definitely help with projects I hate. Yeah, take breaks. Breaks are good. Breaks are good. Breaks are nice. We like breaks. You don't have to be working 24 hours a day. It was really sweet. Earlier this week, I think it was, I was talking to Ian. If you probably all know Ian Robinson. He's the master ZBrush guru, sculptor, magician. And I was kind of just chatting to him and said like, it's been busy. Things have been busy. I'm a little bit burnt out. And he was just straight up like, you need to take a break, because if you're not taking breaks, you're not going to be creative. And he's right. You got to just take breaks. Like, taking breaks is part of the whole deal. If you aren't going outside, taking a break, looking at different things, and inspiring yourself while you do all of this, you're gonna have a bad time. So yeah, I mean, what I do when I'm taking a break is I'll go play games. I play loads and loads of games. Most of you already know that about me. Currently addicted to Diablo. So I'll take breaks, play games, and then use that to inspire me with art that someone else has made, things that I think are amazing. I also will watch Disney movies, anything like that. Ian's good like that. He gets it. Yeah, he is good. He's a good guy. He's really sweet. But yeah, I sit and watch like Disney movies. When I'm feeling sad and lonely and I need inspiration, I'll go watch something beautiful and then be like, oh, I want to make that. It's amazing. I know you didn't ask me. We always asked you. But it's different because of being paid. Yes. Being paid well and working with other motivations. And motivated to make things they're asking for the best they can be. Yeah, getting paid is always the best motivator, I find, it sounds horrific, but honestly, it's true. I want to be altruistic and be like, yes, I like making art for the sake of art. No, I like getting paid. I like paying my bills. I like being able to pay bills and not be worried about things. It makes me a lot happier. And I'm a lot more creative, and I take a lot more time with my work when I'm not worried about how I'm going to pay my rent. So I'm very realistic about these things. I like getting paid. Being paid is nice. So yeah, everyone go outside and like buy video games so that I can go work on more video games, please. Thanks. That'd be great. Go buy the like gotcha packs and things. Go support your big ass studios so that they can hire me. Can't find part 1 to 4 anywhere. So I am streaming this across 2 different channels. I am streaming it on Firestorm Studio, which is my own studio and my own channels that I stream on. So if you have a look on Twitch or YouTube, it's Firestorm Studio or Firestorm Studio 3D. If you have a look at the bottom of the screen, hold on, I'm trying to work out where I need to point to. Somewhere there, I think, there. I'm not sure. One of these ways. There's a little QR code. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you to all the Firestorm stuff. Parts 1, I can't remember which other parts were streamed on over there, and then it kind of switches between the 2 of them. I know it's confusing. I'm sorry. I promise I'll add like an actual playlist in at some point so you can follow all of them at the same time. Right now it's just a bit complicated and confusing. Getting paid is awesome. Huge motivator. Hell yeah. Getting paid is the best part of any job. No, that's a lie. I mean, like, it's true, but it's also not true, because I absolutely love working with art and getting to do 3D. It's so special. It's so amazing. I am forever grateful that I have gotten into this field of work, and I know what it's like not working in this field, and I know what it's like having to do a normal job. And I'm very grateful. I'm grateful that I'm doing this now. Like, it makes me really happy being here. Also, some of the nicest people I've ever met, so there's that. What? Hold on. Of things that can be motivating, sometimes more than for own personal work, can be tough for me to stay on track. Gotten far worse in a couple of years practicing. Yeah, that happens as well. I mean, I'm also... I love the discussion of what motivates you. It's an interesting discussion, really. I'm motivated by lots of things. I'm motivated by spite. I refuse to not be successful, so I work really hard at things, and I really pressure myself, which is not good, but I drive myself to work really hard at doing 3D and getting better at it and practicing things and you know, following all the industry trends and watching what's happening on various channels and all of that sort of stuff. And a lot of it comes down to, I just refuse to fail at this. I love it too much. I refuse. And I refuse to let anyone that ever looked at it and went, when I changed career paths. So originally I was a chef, and from chefing I went into corporate hospitality, operations management and stuff like that, which was great and it was really fun. But I then switched careers, and a lot of people doubted me and kind of did that like, oh, she'll be back. Like hell I will. I refuse. I'm just going to work really hard so I don't go back on purpose. So yeah, I'm motivated by money and spite. I'm probably not a good person. Currently working on a personal project. How long should you work on a project like the one I'm doing? Oh, dude. So when I'm doing a personal project that isn't getting streamed, if I'm doing something for my portfolio that I'm working on just myself, I actually write myself a schedule, and I tend to try and do it within 3 months. I'll set myself a 3-month schedule, which is a decent chunk of time, and it's about the right amount of time. And I'll literally break it down into, depending on what the character is, like this first 4 weeks is going to be sculpting, then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do that. And then I always give myself 2 weeks at the end. So you've got 12 weeks in total. I always leave the last 2 weeks open because invariably you overrun on certain sections. But that'll give you enough time to get through a full character piece from sculpting. And I'm talking sculpting through to retopology, posing, texturing, rendering, the works. But for something like this, where I'm doing it on stream and I'm literally only working on it like 2 hours here, 2 hours tomorrow, and that's it. God knows how long it's gonna take. Also, while I'm streaming, I get distracted and start talking to everyone instead of working, as you can tell. So it depends. And again, it depends on like how complex is the character that you've decided to do. Is it highly complicated, or is it one of those girls in a skimpy outfit? You know, is it just a sexy girl in a sexy outfit? That's going to take less time. If you have something that's got multiple pieces and it's really complex, it's going to take more time. So you learn to just gauge it, I think. Like when I first started, I also had that exact same question of like, how long am I meant to work on this? It depends. It depends on what your time limitations is. It depends on how many hours a day you're working on it. And again, it depends on whether or not you have a client that you're working for. Because if you have a client that you're working for, they're going to expect that it's done within a certain amount of time. In which case, you kind of have to do it within that certain amount of time. Prove them wrong, one of the best motivators. Money and proving people wrong. That's what I thrive on. I'm a terrible person. But no, it's a good way of doing it as well. Like being able to go back to people and go like, you doubted that I could achieve this. Look, I did the thing. It's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. I highly recommend it. I think like, especially if you've got a situation, being an artist, like a lot of people are going to question you straight off. Like you're going to have your family going like, are you sure it's what you want to be doing? It doesn't pay a lot of money. And it doesn't. Being an artist doesn't pay you a lot of money. They're right. They are right to worry about you. But if you can prove them wrong and go like, hey, look, I'm earning a living, I'm paying my bills, I'm doing all the things, and I'm happy, they'll be happy for you. So, you know, just stick with it. It's such a rewarding career path as well. Like, I love doing this. It makes me ridiculously happy to be doing this. Because even on a bad day, even on a really bad day, let's be honest, you're making a pretty girl in a cute dress. Like, how bad could it be? It's not so bad. At least I didn't have, like, you know, sick patients to deal with, or the banking system collapsing around me or something. That's hard work. This is nice work. This is fun. I'm very grateful to be doing this. You take that to heart. Oh, good. Hey, from Argentina. Oh my God, that's the best name. Santiago. Such a good name. Love it. Hey, from Argentina, amazing design. Yeah, so the concept artist for this, again, is the incredibly talented Catherine Bartlett. She is an incredible concept artist. You should all go check her out. I'll send a link for her profile in a little bit so you guys can have a look at it as well. Hospitality industry is the worst. Yes and no. It's hard. It's a hard industry, and it's very unforgiving, and it can be quite brutal. There's a lot of things that aren't great about it, but I think you'll find similar problems in a lot of industries, unfortunately. On the other hand, working in hospitality taught me so much. It's the reason people always kind of do that thing of like, how do you stream? How do you talk? As much as I talk, and it's 50% ADHD and 50% is hospitality. It's while I was doing hospitality, you're forced into a situation where you have to just talk to absolutely everyone, and you treat everyone as an equal because you're hanging out with everything from like high-ranking politicians to, you know, the busboys and all the rest of it. You got people from all different walks of life and different people around you, and you get to just learn to talk to them and relate to them and have conversations, which will help you throughout the rest of your life. It's what I do now, is just talk to people, and it's great. You want to ask in which cases should and should not use Dynamesh? That's a dangerous question. I'm a terrible person when it comes to Dynamesh. I don't use Dynamesh as often as I should. I know a lot of other people absolutely love it and thrive on Dynamesh. I don't use it a lot in my workflow. I pretty much just use it for like merging pieces together. Other people use it a lot more, and I know it's something that I should spend more time using. Like Dynamesh right now would probably help my situation. I'm just too stubborn to use it. Guess is nicer than the co-working counter with. Oh, was it a chef? Did you fight with a chef? I was a chef. You don't use Dynamesh almost at all? Okay, I tell you what. For my stream next week, I am going to study up on Dynamesh, and we're going to use Dynamesh. I'm going to find out why other people hype it up as much as they do, and I will come and show you guys why Dynamesh is cool. I'm going to find the reasons, because I also don't use it, but I'll find the reasons why we should use it. What do you think is the best way to learn 3D character art? Should you dive straight into doing full character pipelines, or should you build up each skill individually? Oh man, I don't know. No, I do know. So the way I did it was I rolled in and started learning a full character pipeline from start to finish. And I highly, highly recommend that. Like, if you're going in for the games industry or the film industry and you're not just doing it for printing, you're doing this for like those industries in particular, you are gonna have to run a full pipeline. You're not gonna get a job if you're a really good sculptor, but you can't do retopology. A studio won't bring you in. It's very seldom that you work in a studio where you only have to do the sculpting or you only have to do whatever. Especially if you're just starting out, most of the time you have to kind of be you need to kind of be able to do everything. And at least have a good understanding of the workflow, so that even if I do, for example, if I get hired in to just do sculpting, which would be my dream, I still know that there's a way that the sculpting will help the next person, and there's a way to sculpt that will make retopology easier. So by doing that and having an understanding of that, I know what to do to make everyone else's day a whole lot better and a whole lot easier. So I would personally dive in and start with the character and then work your way through the whole character pipeline. You schedule stuff. Hell yeah, I schedule stuff. It's because my life is chaotic. My sense of time things should take is fucked up. Oh man, so yeah, everyone kind of starts off and they see everyone else working really fast and they're like, ah yes, character, it must be done within 2 weeks minimum. Like that's how long it should take. Take as long as you need to take. If you're doing it for yourself, take as long as you need. Like, you get faster and faster without thinking about it. So at the moment I can do a character sculpt in under a week. Like, no problem. I don't recommend doing it, but I can. I don't like doing it, but I've had to in the past for jobs. Pull a character out every week, and I've managed to. I didn't enjoy it, but I did it. Oh no. Like I'm like recovering from it. Yeah. I think like as you spend more time sculpting, you just start doing it faster and faster anyway. So, you know, your time frame will change and what you estimate will change. My first few jobs that I kind of got approached for, I estimated so wrong. I was wrong on my estimates by miles, and I was working way too many hours a day to try and keep track of it. It was very bad. When you're estimating, if you're doing an estimate or like working out what you're gonna charge for and stuff, if you're doing it for freelancing, always add in a little bit of extra time. Always tell your clients it's gonna be a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult. Because that way, and don't then just be lazy about it, but then impress your clients by getting it done faster. It's way better to finish something earlier than finishing it later. So give yourself breathing room. Hey, you're back. Welcome back. Beginner advice, target quality and competition first. Worry about speed later. Completion first. I was like, competition? God, yeah. Yeah, agreed. Quality and completion first, speed later is absolutely true. And also, if you're working on a full piece, like, nothing's stopping you from spending some time working on smaller pieces. So what I do, what my schedule looks like, it looks like a train wreck. But I try to allow myself a bit of time every week. I literally limit it to 2 hours where I have to speed sculpt something silly for myself for no reason. It's not going to go into my portfolio. It's not going to be something people really care about or see. And I run a full pipeline sculpt. So I'll sculpt it, retopologize it, texture it, and render it in 2 hours. So it's really simple things. I think the most recent one I did was a little like uwu version of the eyeball from Alien Earth. I also did the cupcake from Five Nights at Freddy's. just as something really quick and like simple shapes to create and make. And it was really fun because I got to make something that was just for fun. Because I think sometimes we also forget that what we're doing is fun and we're doing it for fun. So try that out. Like, give yourself time to work on fun things as well. But it doesn't always have to be serious. It doesn't always have to be a masterpiece. It can just be because you like something and therefore you made something. It's okay. It's okay to enjoy yourself. Oh, you gotta get going. Bye, Carmen! Enjoy making pastry. Everyone should go and stalk Carmen as well. She's an incredible artist. I'm not entirely sure I like how this is working out, but we're doing it. We're doing the thing. So much smoothing is going to be taking place here. Great advice. I hope so. I have a tendency to give advice and then forget what I've said, so I hope that whatever I was talking about was good. Yay, symmetry. So, it's time for me to overshare once again. Today I was doing makeup and I tried to Control Z. I screwed up my eyeliner and I literally tried to Control Z my eyeliner to go back and fix it. And that's when I realized that I spend too much time in software. There you go, you're welcome. I knew you were all dying to know these things. Time to rotate a 2D object. Thanks, I feel better. That's nice. Thank you for that. It's amazing because this isn't the first time I tried to Control Z in real life. It's not great. I fell into the dark side of perfectionism. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. No, perfectionism. No, don't be a perfectionist. Be a perfectionist, be good at what you do, but also like push yourself through. Again, doing a speed sculpt where I have to do the whole thing within 2 hours, it's really great because I don't have time to be a perfectionist. I've only got 2 hours, so like the sculpt has to be done. I try and limit myself to like 1 hour sculpting, and then everything else is going to get crammed into the last hour of the session. So you don't have time to kind of like second guess yourself. You just got to do the thing, which is traumatizing. No, it's a really good way of doing it, I feel. I think I've benefited from doing it because it's also shown me that like when I have been overcomplicating things for myself, when I have been overanalyzing what I've been doing and making it more difficult than I didn't need to. I didn't need to be doing all of that. Like it could have been a lot faster and more efficient if I hadn't. Oops, wrong button. Greetings from San Francisco. Holy shit, that's amazing. Hi. Just recently discovered your art. Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. Nazi, oh, thank you for being here. That's so lovely. Ah, yes, I still get flustered when people are like, oh, I like your art. I'm like, do you like me? Thanks. I'm busy working on the Marionette Boss, which is this lady. She's probably going to be the death of me, but oh well. So yeah, we're making her at the moment. We'll see how long it takes. It's gonna take a while. But yay, thank you for coming to hang out. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate everyone that comes to hang out. It's always nice. I'm always surprised when I see like the amount of people that come and hang out. Like, are you guys all here? Oh my goodness, thank you. Especially because like a lot of the people that come and hang out on these streams are so incredibly talented and they're so good at what they do. And I'm just sitting here being like, I'm trying my best, guys. I don't know if it's good or not. It's amazing. It's lovely. Like, I feel like the art community as a whole is just really wholesome and nice. It's very, very nice being a part of it. I enjoy it. Oh yeah, I'm contractually obliged. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and make sure that you are following along for all of the other streamers from ZBrush. ZbrushLive has some of the best artists in the world that are all working together to make sure that you get to experience ZBrush to the fullest. You're welcome. While you're doing that, go and check out Firestorm Studio as well. That's my studio and my place, so if you want to catch more of me streaming more than once a week, I'm over on that as well. That's right, I have no life. I stream multiple times a week. Usually 3 days a week. Usually I stream on like a Tuesday and a Thursday over on my streams, and then Wednesdays over here, which is fun. Who needs to sleep? Who needs to rest? Madness. Ah! This mesh is getting worse and worse as I'm going through it. Look at this professional streamer. Hi. Hi Kay, how you doing? Oh no, the Control Z Phantom. Yes! Did you, yeah, Control Z? I know. Control Z. The other thing that I struggle with is if I see bad topology in real life, I want to fix it. And it drives my husband insane as well, because I'll literally be like sitting with him lying in bed. I'm just like, you see that tile over there? The topology is really, really bad. There's n-gons everywhere. He doesn't appreciate it. You're up early. It's 7 a.m. Yeah, I was going to say, it's crazy early for you. What are you doing? This is when you stream. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry I stream early. It's late for me. I'm in the UK, so it's a little bit later for me. I'm sorry. I know my American people are like cursing me right now. You wanted to get some work done before you... Aww. I'm sorry you have to work before you have to go to work. That makes a very long day. Bad topology in real life, it's a problem, and I think people need to deal with it a bit better, honestly. You've been instantly recognized. Of course you have. I know you are. Everyone say hi to Kay. Kay is a friend of mine. He is one of my biggest fans and biggest bullies. in life, and I appreciate them. Decisions are being made here. Bad decisions, I might add, but decisions nonetheless. Got this set up way too high. Right, where am I at with this? What am I doing? Where am I? What's going on here? So we have the startable defaults. Obviously this is still gonna it's gonna develop over time, but we've got to start. It's a starting point. Starting points are good. We like a good starting point. You have early to work on personal 3D stuff before you go and do more 3D stuff. Nice. Living the dream. Yeah, but it is that way. Like, I have the same problem. I work from home, which is great, but you know, if you've got client stuff, you have to do the client stuff. And if you've got your own stuff, well, you know, that happens after hours. So it's part of how it is. It just be that way. Okay, so we got the start of a dress. Woo! I say woo, but it's not really a woo at this point. It looks like a mess at this point. You gotta go through all those horrible stages of sculpting before anything starts looking good, unfortunately. This is still in that horrible, horrible stage of sculpting. It's not making me particularly happy. Let's see what happens if I Z-remesh this. If I lose all of that. Possibly. Possibly, yes. 10 p.m. in Western Australia. Australia. I'm amazed. That's so cool. Yay, Aussies. Hang out with me. I like you. You're good peoples. Let's see. Yay, slightly less shit. That's better. Actually, I changed my mind. Go back. Go back. What if I make this like 3? Let's see. Valley of Suck. Yeah. Uncanny Valley is definitely a problem in my life. Especially with the face. Just trying to work out, like, why are her eyes weird? Oh, because they're too far apart. That's why. Valley of the Suck is also a Discord server, by the way. There is an entire Discord server dedicated to that, which is great. I wonder if I can drop it down even further without it breaking entirely. Ooh, that's possibly too far. I always try and get things down to like a really, really low subdivision level when I'm working on it, because it just makes it so much easier as you're going through it. Don't break. I'm trying to do this without losing like too much of the foldy detail that we were working on. I think that's too far. That'll do. Hooray! Flowy. Flowy skirt is too long, but still flowy and very pretty. You'll notice that I've still avoided doing her hands and feet. I'm very good at avoiding these things. How did you inflate all this bumpy curve so smooth? Good topology. So all of that is, I don't know. No, I started with good topology to start with. That's kind of the reason that I always go to the lowest possible subdivision levels and all the rest first. If you've got good topology, you're going to be able to get smoother lines and smoother curves on things, which is great. And then in the process of working on it, I have kept it really quite low. I mean, even now it's only 270,000, so it's not a huge amount, and that's on the 4th subdivision level. So you can see it's got fairly good stuff. Once I kind of butchered it into a shape that I like, I then will Z-remesh it down again, which will make sure that we've got sort of even quads and whatnot going around the place. You don't have anything that's too janky and too weird. And that will allow you to, again, have a nice smooth on things. And then from there, dynamic. Love dynamic. Dynamic is your friend. And once you apply that, you get a nice shape. Ta-da! That's how you get it smooth. Good topology gets things nice and smooth. It's one of the reasons that I don't use Dynamesh, because I think a lot of people use Dynamesh incorrectly. So they'll come in and they'll Dynamesh something to like 1,000,000 points, and which is great because you can sculpt like an absolute demon on there, and that's wonderful. But it's gonna be janky, and it's not gonna come out as smooth as possible. So that's a nice process. Yeah, it's a nice way to make things clean, especially for stylized. You want it to be clean. But yeah, that's why I don't use Dynamesh all that much. I find it makes everything a little bit too like rough and lumpy, really. I don't feel like working on this right now. What should I do next? Do I want to carry on working on it? I suppose I should carry on working on it. No, I don't want to work on it. Okay, well, I'll work on it anyway. Just having a full Gollum moment there of talking to myself. Does dynamic equal to subdivision modifier in Blender? I don't use Blender, but I think so. Sort of. So dynamic subdivision is... Let me show you. Let me show you. Let us append a thing. We will append a cube. Where's my cube? So dynamic subdivision is what I use when I want to... It's basically faking subdivision and giving you a chance to meddle with things before you really need to subdivide, which is useful. So you keep your poly count as low as possible. So if you have a look at your wire mesh, that is what we have at the moment. Marvelous. Subdiv is subdiv, yeah. Subdiv is subdiv. But dynamic subdiv is faking subdivision. So if you hit dynamic, it gives you an approximation of, or not even an approximation, it shows you what it'll look like if you subdivide it to a certain degree. In this case, it'll show you on your smooth subdivision levels. It'll show you like, if I hit apply now, you get 3 subdivision levels. If I were to go to 3 on here, we would get 4 subdivision levels, and so on and so forth. But what's useful about dynamic subdivision is that if I just go back, so if we go to over here, it works really well in conjunction with creasing, which is what I use it for a lot. If I were to crease, for example... Sorry, I was having to think there. My brain stopped. So if we crease this edge over here, just this edge loop that runs around here. If I change my crease level to a 3 and then hit that, you can see it's holding that crease in place, which is marvelous. But I increase this to a 4. It just rounds it out a little bit. So let me make that a 2. So you can see it's like holds the crease, but it tells it how much you want to hold the crease. And it's really useful for when you're still finding your shape, when you're still busy working on like where you want things to be. There's also some cool tricks that you can do. I use it for doing hair. If I'm doing hair, for example, I'm just going to apply that so we've got some subdivisions. The way I do hair for stylized girlies is I use just a curved tube. I don't generally use... Oof, I forgot you can't do it with that. Hold on. Let's delete layer. So I don't use normal hair brushes that you can get. I know you can get like brush packs and stuff. I don't generally use them. So just working with something like that. And then you can go into your stroke modifiers. Go to curve modifier, change the size. Let's do this. Oh, wrong button. Still the wrong button. Oh, so annoying. Love how I'm like, no, it's easy, guys. And then I promptly don't make it easy for myself. You go there. You go there. So if we do something like that, that should work. And then you do that. Then you got like a hair shape that you're working with. You can sit and adjust how you want it to change out. And then from there, it's really simple because you can just, I'm just going to group split this for now. And then go to that one. So if this is your hair and you want to get those like cool strand effects into it, at the moment it just looks like that. So we can just do something simple with a crease brush. So if we grab our crease, and I'm just gonna crease random pieces in here. Whoopsie, not that one. Random pieces, and then go to dynamic. Dynamic will give you this effect, so you can see where those crease lines are, which already gives you something to work with if you're working with hair. And then what I do is I will polish it a little bit to increase that. You can change your crease levels here as well, just to make your life a little bit better. So I'm going to put that on a 3 and this on a 2, which will give me that sort of vibe. Do that. You can see where the hair shape's already taking place. And then just to speed run the process of it. If you grab clay buildup, and you can either like negative it or other way it. If you negative it, you can pop that crease inwards. So if you run a nice smooth line like that, you can start seeing where you can do all your creases and stuff like that, and just make pretty hair strands and whatnot. And it's a lot more, it means you've got a bit more control than if you were doing this with someone else's hairbrush that you've downloaded or whatever. It means you can like choose where your pieces are going to go. And because you're running it on dynamic, it pops back into shape really easily. So it's really easy to fix as well. And once you're happy with your shape, you just hit apply and job done. You have a hair strand. You can then go in and sculpt further details if you want to do further details on it. Like you can use the pinch brush to kind of pinch out some of the shapes if you want to increase the sharpness on things. Dam standard, obviously everyone uses dam standard for things as well. You can use that to add extra little details. It's just a nice, quick and easy way of doing it. I use dynamic a lot right in the beginning of any character, mostly just to find shape. In fact, if you go to any of the pieces, hold on, I'm going to delete this before I forget. Before I forget, let me just delete you. Delete you, yes. Delete you, yes. So I'm just trying to think what's already got. This one's got dynamic on it at the moment, so if I switch it off, that's what it looks like. If I switch it on, it rounds out the edges, gives me an approximation of what I'm working with. Dynamic subdivision. Faking subdivision. It's useful. And it looks nice. You get like nice little bevels and stuff. It's good. Now what the hell was I doing? I forget. Oh, these are all my pieces that I'm not using. Alright, let's make some more cloth. Let's do it! Haven't quite decided how I want to do this. I love it when I have this like, yeah, we're gonna do the thing, and then I'm like, wait, are we gonna do the thing? Maybe we're not gonna do the thing after all. Let's see. What is going to work for me on this? I might. My brain stopped working entirely there. Thanks, ma'am. Oh, don't call me ma'am, no. You're welcome, you're welcome. If you need any help with things, you're always welcome to ask me. If I don't know the answer, I will try and find out for you, and then come back next week with better answers for things. You're always welcome to ask me things, so it's what I'm here for. I was lucky. I had so many people that helped me so much when I was still a student, when I was learning. So I love helping other people and being able to give back and, you know, encourage the next group of people to play, because it is playing. It's playing. It's fun. ZBrush is so much fun. It is the most fun you can have with sculpting and working, in my opinion. But I love it. It is my favorite software. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on their channel. Oh my god, hey Tom, how are you? You made it to the stream in time. Yeah, you did. Hell yeah. Thanks for coming to hang out. How are you? Where are you? Are you in London? Where are you these days? Everyone say hi to Tom. Mr. Nightmoth. ZBrush is all about sculpting, even though modeling in ZBrush you need to sculpt in some ways. Yeah, kinda. I mean, you can do a lot of hard surface stuff in here as well. You can do all hard surface stuff in here. I prefer doing hard surface in ZBrush. And it's not just because I'm too lazy to switch softwares around. It's because I actually like the workflow. For the most part. Oh, work? No, sad face. Sad face. Work is lovely. What are you talking about? Work is great. You get paid. Being paid is very nice. We were having a whole discussion about this earlier. The biggest motivation in my life is getting paid. I don't know why I've decided to start sculpting on the inside before the outside, but here we are. Probably because I'm procrastinating, honestly. Like, there's a very solid chance that I'm just putting off doing the work that I need to do. I'm very, very good at finding excuses not to do things. So I'm constantly just adding thickness to this little edge bit because whenever you, like you can see it starts getting really thin and narrow and stuff, and you don't want it to break. You just don't want it to break. You want it to kind of maintain a thickness level. Also, it just looks nice. Like later on, when we're done doing the actual sculpt on this, I always inflate along the edges anyway because it looks cool. So might as well start now. Loved your art station too. Ah, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very glad. No, it means the world to me. Like, it genuinely makes it means the absolute world to me. I've only been doing 3D for about 3 years now. I'm still new. I'm still a baby. So it's absolutely, it's crazy. It's really insane for me to be here with the ZBrush team. I am very grateful to be here, and I am still like, it feels surreal. It doesn't, that whole imposter syndrome thing, it kicks in real hard sometimes. So I appreciate it. Like, I appreciate the support, and I appreciate all the nice comments and stuff that I get. It's very sweet. Although I still want to know why the first question of the stream was how tall I am. I'm short. I'm like normal height. I don't know. I'm shorter than Tom. Yeah, you can always come and find me. I'm on a bunch of different things. I'm on Discord a whole hell of a lot. I'm always around on Discord. I'm around on Twitch. I'm around on YouTube. I am everywhere. I am on the internet far too much, in fact. So you're always welcome to come and drop in and say hi and ask questions and all the rest of these things. I also do talks. Yesterday I was doing talks with the rookies. If you don't know the rookies, you need to find out what the rookies are. Rookies are cool. I did talks with the rookies, and I do talks with CG Spectrum School of Digital Art as well, which is fun. And I mostly just embarrass myself on the internet by sculpting badly. That's pretty much what I do the most. Yeah. When are they going to make ZBrush free? When capitalism falls and people don't need to get paid a salary. Yeah, that's probably when. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't do the finance. I just sculpt, man. I just come here and do this. But yeah, unfortunately, I think that's the same as like with everything. Everything costs money to make, unfortunately. Unless it's a passion project, then everything costs money. You're highly experienced. I am highly experienced. I'm highly experienced in that. I don't know. Am I highly experienced? I've been very lucky. I work really hard. I do work really, really hard. And in my whopping 3 years, I have worked at multiple studios. I've worked on multiple projects. I have done film. I have done games. I'm a Women in Games ambassador. I run a studio. I do multiple talking engagements. And I basically, my tactic was to fully immerse myself in this field. So, you know, I went into it as much as I could and as hard as I could. And I was very lucky that I had a very supportive family and friends and things that made sure that I could do that and I could dedicate my life to it as much as I wanted to, which is, it's part of the reason why I like coming to do talks and do streams for people and answer questions and help everyone, is that everyone, when I wanted to do it, everyone helped me. And I want to be able to give back by helping other people. So that's why I'm here. I like it. It's nice. I don't always have the right answers, but I try. Oh no, Rodolfo Silva's here. Well, that's the end of the stream, everyone. I can't stream in front of this man. He's here to ruin the day. How many hours a day are you on ZBrush? It depends on how much I'm getting paid. Also, at the moment, I've been playing Diablo a lot, so I haven't opened ZBrush this week. I know, it's terrible. But okay, so in my defense, this week I had a commission piece that was a texturing project, so I was in Substance Painter on Monday. Tuesday, I was doing live talks and presentations with the rookies, so I kind of focused my time on that. Today is a ZBrush day, so I'm busy ZBrushing, although this morning I was playing Diablo. And then tomorrow I'm going to be streaming again, so I'll be ZBrushing for that as well. But in a normal week, if it's just like a normal standard week, I'd be lying if I said more than like 6 hours a day. Probably 6 hours is like a lot. I have a very short attention span. So I get distracted really quickly. There's days like if I'm hyper focused on something, then I'll happily sit here for hours and hours and hours and hours. But on an average day, I'll work for like 2 hours, take a break, go wander around, go to the garden, go do something. I'm a mad gardener, so I'll go like hang out in my garden or talk to plants or something. But it all depends. Everything depends. Always depends. How are you doing, Mr. Silver? It's lovely to have you here. You are still my hero. It's amazing. Thank you for coming to hang out. I appreciate you so much. I don't know why I always work on this side when the mirroring works better from the other side. My bad. Oh, pretend you're not here. No, but I know you're here. You've ruined it. It's too late. Too late, buddy. Also, how's your Diablo going? What are you playing? You're playing Rogue. How's the Rogue? Is it good? Which build? I heard the penetration shot Rogue is really good. I've seen a few of them playing and it looks really fun. These streams always slowly devolve into me just talking about Diablo 4. Baldur's Gate 3. Letting the team down, man. Letting the team down. It's a good season as well. Like, the season's been really fun. They've definitely fixed a few of the problems that they were having, so that's nice. No. Okay, freeze subdivision level. Let's see what happens. Me and freezing subdivision level doesn't always work. Fingers crossed that I don't break everything. In fact, we're gonna save just in case I break everything. Because I'm probably gonna break everything. Ooh, don't know what happened. It died. Don't know if my stream died or not there. Might be gone. Might be back. Hello! DEV. What is DEV? Who is DEV? Dev? Lead developer by any chance? No? Can't remember what I was doing now. Oh yes, freezing subdivision level, and then I was going to mirror this across to the other side so that I could not have a problem. Hooray! Also, if you can hear chainsaws in the background, it's just to add to the Halloween theme. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Everyone's fine here. I hope. Okay, let's see if it's gonna reconstruct. Please reconstruct. No! Why? 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 For what reason? Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. I'll forgive you. See, I told you, the moment Rodolfo joins the stream, I'm gonna do something stupid and it's gonna break. Always. I get nervous. I get nervous around him. Sculpting in front of one of my heroes is terrifying. Last night at the London drink and draw thing, they had the audacity to ask me to do drawings in front of one of my art heroes there as well. Like, there's no ways. There's no ways that I'm gonna draw in front of these people. My drawing is so bad. Please don't make me do it. Evergarden violets. Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. Digging the Halloween vibes. Hell yeah, it had to be done. Y'all are lucky that I'm like doing any work today. I was seriously considering just messing around with Halloween stuff. That or playing Diablo. You reverse the name. I love that. It's a pretty name. It's really pretty. There we go. The anime people have united. So I don't watch a lot of anime. What would you recommend? In fact, I don't watch any anime. I'm sorry about that. What would you recommend for a first-time anime watcher? I mean, I've seen the basics. I've seen Ghost in the Shell. And a few others, but like nothing else, really. Studio Ghibli I've seen. Do not ask that on the internet. Sorry, I take it back. I am not ready for everyone to start fighting with one another yet. It's too early in the day. Okay, sorry, I don't know these things. You guys take it so seriously, man. Why are you so serious? Although, to be fair, I'm the same when it comes to like shitty B-grade horror movies. I get very passionate about what people should watch for that, so I kinda get it, I guess. How do you even pronounce that? Freerin? There's too many R's. Freerin. Good place to start. Well, okay. How many episodes are there? How many episodes are there? Because if you tell me that it only gets good after the first 100 episodes, I'm not watching it. See, you say don't ask people on the internet, but gets a conversation going. It's interesting. Like, I like listening to other people's interests and hobbies and passions and stuff, especially when people do get passionate about it. It's so nice. It's good. And a distract tool so that I can actually do some work, which is good. What is Dan? Oh, I'm gonna get totally destroyed later in comments. I can feel it. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for not knowing these things. I'm really sorry. Watch JoJo. Ah, too many options. Send me links later. Send me links to your favorites and I will try to watch at least one episode this week. One. I'm busy. We'll start doing anime reviews. I'll start like watching anime and giving you my best opinion on it. No, I don't want people to come and find me. Alternate version of Tada. Huh. Good to know. I think I've lost the will to live on this skirt. no, cat is gonna come and join. Robin, what's wrong? Big squeaky cat. Guilty of anime fandom. You're not guilty of anything. It's nice. It's a good thing. It's nice to be a fan of things. You should be proud of these things. I think people spend so much time like knocking down other people's hobbies and things that they like. It's silly. Everyone's allowed to like whatever they want to like. It's okay. Do not yuck someone else's yum. Suppose it's gonna autosave right there. Angle on this entirely wrong. Ah, better. Worse. Worse. Not better. Better. This poor girl. Whoops. Everyone's gone quiet all of a sudden. Everyone's focusing on their work and being very good. This has been annoying me. These leg pieces are driving me slightly insane. I don't often do hard surface, so for me, hard surface is a living nightmare. But I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm trying really hard. So hopefully it won't be too disastrous this time while I'm working on it. I don't know. We'll find out later. But I realized that I was doing a lot of the metal pieces way too thin. So I've gone back to kind of thicken them out a bit more. Like, they still need extrusions and beveling and stuff, but they were still just looking really not how I wanted them to look. But that's a problem for another day. So we have the kind of start of a kind of skirt, which is great. We have the kind of start of a kind of corset, which is great. She's getting there slowly. It's taken some time, but we're getting there. I think tomorrow I'm on stream for Firestorm Studio, so I'll work tomorrow on doing some of these masks because I think that'll start to round the piece out a lot more. And then we're gonna rapidly be moving into doing some of the finer details on here. I think the blocking out part of things is moving along quite swiftly. So it'll be adding in all those little extra details, adding in the little additional pieces, making sure that everything's where it's meant to be. How did you do that? How did I do what? How did I do what? I don't know what I did. So yeah, we will be continuing with this monstrosity over we'll be continuing with this monstrosity over the next few days. I'll be streaming again tomorrow at 1 p.m. UTC over on Firestorm Studio, Twitch and YouTube. Go and have a look at it. The links are somewhere. I still don't know which way I'm meant to be pointing. There-ish, or maybe there-ish. Somewhere there's a QR code. Scan the QR code. You'll find links to everything. You'll find out everything that I'm involved with, everything that I've been up to. Come and hang out. I'm a generally friendly person and I love getting asked loads of questions. Working on something. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you very much to ZbrushLive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments on all my stuff. Tell everyone that you think I'm cool. It means that they can't fire me. And I would appreciate it. So yeah, Thanks so much for coming to hang out, everyone. Remember to be good to yourself, be good to other people, and go and touch some grass. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.